morning. It is the 3rd of October, so day 4 of my Vlogtober, because I'm a day ahead. I can't remember. I'm just going to introduce the date because that's easier. I have actually been up since about 7:30. It is almost 9. Yeah, 10 to 9. Ralph's gone to work. The tortoises have been fed. Mikey's still hiding. He hasn't come out yet this morning. Nebula, on the other hand, has had some food and now she's warming up so she can digest it. I have just had breakfast because whilst Ralph was in the shower before he left for work, I finished my pumpkin. So I started this last night and I think I had, so before I went to bed, I'd stitched up the side and the bottom. And then this morning I've stitched up the top, put some stuff in and made a little stalk, and it is all cute. So this is my test one. I'm going to try and embroider a face onto this as well and see how it goes. So I've written down the amount of stitches I've used. I thought I would use less because my mini pumpkin is 17 stitches and 34 rows. This one ended up being so 17 chain, and then you end up with 16 stitches. This was 15 chain, so I ended up with 14 stitches, and I did 28 rows, which seems to have come out pretty well. It's a nice sized pumpkin. So I have used a chunky Starcraft in, is it Spice? Yes, in Spice, to sort of cinch in the sides, and the chenille was starting to shed itself, which it does when you try and use it to sew stuff up. So I've used the Spice to finish sewing it up, and it just means it's a bit more sturdy. So yeah, one pumpkin finished. I have also finished watching Kirby of Knit 365, their Monday vlog from this week. I think I got halfway through yesterday and had to pause it before I went out to craft club. So I finished watching that, and now I have put on Emily of Memily Makes. I'm watching her MCAL build up, so her intro to the MCAL. She's going to be doing the Stephen West musicale this year, so it'd be nice to see her progress. I have seen Kirby's version. They sent me a picture last night. I did look at the video. I went to the end of the video, Stephen West's video, and I was like, I'm not keen. But I don't know if it's his colours that he's used or because the welts look so big in the contrast, but I don't think I would do it. So we'll see how it develops. But today is the start of Gnumpkin and Nettle make along. So I'm going to log in on the laptop and see what the first part of the pattern is and get it printed. I was sitting down here earlier thinking I need to go and get my bag. My bag of my project bag before the yarn and everything in it is upstairs. So I'm going to go and pick that up and bring that down. But yeah, I wanted to get at least one pumpkin finished so I know what I'm doing with that. And yeah, I know I can make one a night because I made the actual base last night. Yeah. So today's plan is to make up the last 3 cushion covers using my granddad's old shirts, and then I am going to a sewing group in Johnstone this afternoon, 2 till 4, and I don't know what project to take. I don't want to take the gnome because I need to be able to read the pattern. I need to do knitting in silence. Like, I can't even have a podcast on the background. Knitting is done in silence because I need to concentrate. So I might take my shawl, the dragon wing shawl, with me because I know where I'm at with that now, and I'm almost at a point where I don't have to count my step back because they'll be the same. So yeah, that's where we're at, and that's all I have for today's plan actually. I don't have any plans for this afternoon after the sewing group, so I'm hoping to get the free cushion covers done this morning, and then I can tidy up that mess and maybe make a start on some project bags that I've been really wanting to make. Yeah, we'll see what we get up to today though. But yeah, I'm going to go and grab the project bag with my gnome yarn in it, and I'm going to print off the pattern. It's 12:10. I'm still in my pyjamas, but I have crocheted 2 pumpkin panels, and I have edited yesterday's Vlogtober episode, and I'm just exporting it now. So I am going to go and shower, get ready, and then decide what I'm going to take to the sewing group. It's basically like a knit and natter, but it's for all crafts. So you can use the sewing machine there, you can hand sew, embroider, knit, crochet, whatever you like. Someone was doing a beaded necklace last time I went, so yeah, do anything basically. I might just take the pumpkins because then I can get them done. But yes, I'm going to go shower, get myself ready for the day, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then I've got to go have lunch before I go out. Yeah. It's raining. I'm very much wrapped up, nice and warm. I'm heading out to the sewing group. I am running a little bit late. I fed Nebula because she was hungry. But yeah, it should be good. So I'm going, and I'll see you when I get back. So I'm finally home from sewing group, which was 2 till 4. I got there at 2:10, and when I left, I went to cancer research shop, which was literally next door. It's not next door. There's like a barber's, and then there's a pet shop, and then there's a charity shop. And I picked up a few bits, so I'm going to show you those in a second. But on the way home, I thought, oh, I could go to Lidl and get one of their donuts, because I like the Nutella-filled donuts from their bakery. And then I remembered there's a Greggs opposite, so I was like, oh, maybe I can go to Greggs for lunch as well. And then thought, well, I might as well go to Tim Hortons because it's there as well, and I can get lunch, a donut, and hot chocolate. So I did that, and I ended up sitting in Tim Hortons for a little while because the weather is mad. It's Storm Amy, and I am in the west of Scotland. So, yeah, the trees outside are just bending. Yeah, I have brought in the bird feeders as well from the garden so that we don't lose them in the wind. most of the roads around, like, my very local roads are pretty wet and somewhat flooded, so that's been fun. And yeah, so I spent a couple of hours at Tim Hortons, had some lunch, which was / tea, almost dinner. And I put a couple of rows into my dragon wing shawl, because I'd put, I think, 4 rows into my seashore blanket at the group, so the shawl is a bit smaller and easier to work on when in a cafe of some sort. So that's what I've done, and I'm now home. Mikey's hiding under his ramp, but his head's out, so he's not completely hiding. Nebula is looking at me as if to say, "You've been gone, where have you been? I want more food," and there is soil everywhere in her enclosure. And I'm going to sit and put on a crafting vlog. I've got Sam Rayner, her weekly crafting vlog, so I'm going to sit and watch that for this week because it's Friday. And what else am I going to do? I think I might make another pumpkin base, and I am going to be doing like an online call. I think we might use one of our Discords to do like like a Zoom chat with a couple of friends. So the lovely P and Ali, I'm going to chat with them, and I am going to cast on my first ever gnome. So I'm going to work up a Gnumpkin. I have printed the pattern for clue 1, and I think I can do it. Yeah, I think it looks like we might be making arms or legs, because it says make 2 for the first part of the clue, so we shall see. I need to cake up my yarn though, because it's still in skein form, and it's just as well that my yarn winder is still out upstairs, but I need to put the Swift back up, and then I'll cake up my minis so they're ready to go. And yeah, I think I might cast on whilst I'm chatting with friends, because they can help me. Yeah, so that's that. But let me show you what I picked up at Cancer Research. I wasn't really looking for anything in particular. I thought I'll just have a look. I had a £20 note in my purse, and the last time I went there, so 2 weeks ago, there was a sign up saying cash only. So I was worried that it was cash only again, so I thought, well, I've only got £20. But it was just because their card machine wasn't working a couple of weeks ago. And they had just had delivery of some crochet kits for Christmas. And when I say just, they'd been there an hour. And I went and picked up one of each. So we have 4 Christmas crochet kits. First one is a Christmas tree. So they're all £5 each. So we've got a Christmas tree kit. I have, what's this one? Snowman. It's very cute. And they have everything you need in them. I think they've got hooks and everything as well. But Santa Claus, because it's Christmas. And the last one is a little reindeer. It's so cute. So I've got those 4. And whilst I was at the till, I also picked up a nail file, because I don't actually own one. And if I do, I can't find it. So I picked up a new nail file. And so the nail file was like £1. This Cancer Research was really expensive, and they had loads of really expensive bags. Like they had Boo Radley bags. One of them was £40, another one was £60. So they know what they've got. But I found this satchel bag. Now, my handbag, the lining is starting to go on it, and it keeps getting caught in the zip. So I was looking for, when I saw this bag, I was like, oh, I really like that. And I think it's from Primark originally. Yep, it's from Primark originally. And I think that when I think I saw them when they were in my local Primark, and then they were gone. And I always regretted not getting one. Now, it is Harry Potter. I love the books and I love the films from Harry Potter. Not so keen on the writer. But I'm giving my money to the charity, not to her, so it made me feel a little bit better. It is a satchel. It has got the Harry Potter logo on it. This was £7.95. Yeah, £7.95. And the front, these are actually poppers. They're not buckles. They're poppers. And it's got 2 extra pockets. So it doesn't even look like it's been used because it's still got the packaging stuff in there. And the label is still on it. Even the sticker that holds the handle together is still on it. So I picked up a new satchel and I love it so much. Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. And it will fit my water bottle in there as well, which is quite nice. Yeah. So I have a new handbag. And that's what I got today. I did have a really good chat with the lady running the sewing group today, so that was good, and everyone's always interested in my blanket, which is lovely. So I managed to help out. There was a lady using a sewing machine, and when she was winding a bobbin, the thread kept flying off the top, so I fiddled with put the discs in the right place and it stopped it from flying off. And then the lady running the group was wanting to do some embroidery, so I gave her some advice on that as well. And yeah, it's been a really lovely afternoon, and I've taken myself out today, which is what I needed. I needed to get out of the house that wasn't for work, so that's been really nice today. So I'm going to pop on the vlog. I need to message Ralph to let him know that the roads around here are a bit wet. I was really struggling in my car today, so yeah. And yeah, I think I'm going to do another pumpkin just because it will be nice and quick to work up, and then when my friends are ready I'll go upstairs and I will join them for an online chat, which will be nice. So yes, that has been today. Nearly 11:30 again, which means it's bedtime. I have worked on Gnumpkin, so I've done some work on Gnumpkin. I think I'm round 35, which is good. So I also made another pumpkin panel. So it's now time to head to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow.